Kate Gosselin's son, Collin, accuses her of tying him up in the basement. The John and Kate Plus 8 alum levels additional accusations against his estranged mother, Kate Gosselin, alleging she often kept him in a locked room in their basement while growing up. The 20-year-old tells the U.S. Sun in an interview published September 10th, "My mother had a room built in our storage basement. She had a room put up with cameras in it, a tiny window in the corner, and it was bolt-locked from the outside. It was like a containment room, and it had a mattress on the floor, and that's how I lived." And while alleging his mother often became, quote, physically aggressive and verbally abusive, Collin continues, "When my mother would put me in that room multiple times, she had zip-tied my hands and feet together and bolt-locked the door, turned the lights off, and had cameras there just watching me." The reality TV alum, who currently lives with his father, John Gosselin, and his sibling, Hannah Gosselin, while he remains estranged from his mother and 6 other siblings, also shares how he feels this alleged isolation affected his relationship with the rest of his family. Collin says, "I didn't go to school after a certain point, so most of the day I was in that room and I was away from my siblings, and I never really went outside. I never played with them. I was kept there. It was literally containment." He adds of Kate, "I definitely went through it a lot as a kid from my mother's end, so it was tough. I just remember being isolated from my siblings and constantly taking the fall for her emotions or the tough things going on in her life." However, Kate's lawyer, Richard Puleo, says in a statement to the U.S. Sun that he doesn't believe the 49-year-old has done anything to, quote, intentionally harm Collin. The lawyer says in part, "There's always 2 sides to every story, and when things take place in the past, it's hard to determine because people have differing recollections and perspectives. I think she did whatever she did to protect herself and her family from some of his troubled behavior as a child." The attorney adds, "However, I think if Kate did the things that Collin is accusing Kate of, she would have been investigated by the authorities and prosecuted." E! News has reached out to reps for Kate, Collin, and John for comment, but has not yet heard back. For his part, John tells the U.S. Sun that the basement room is allegedly still there, saying, "My friend's in-laws bought our house, and one time they asked me why is there a room in the basement with a bed and a lock on the outside." He adds of his son, "It must have been terrifying for him."